Visit thedrpatshow.com.
Listen to Dr. Pat, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern on CRN.
Live across America, the PM Show with Mike Horn on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Hey, welcome to the big weekend edition of the PM Show. I'm Michael Horn along with Paul Stern. Hello, Paul.
Mike, good to be with you. What a wonderful program we have in store today.
We got a big one lined up today for you music fans. Going to be joined in just a few minutes here with the lovely, the talented Deana Martin. She's got some great albums out. She's performing all over the country, and I'm sure she'll have some stories for us as well. Don't you think?
You could never doubt that.
Did I surprise you with that, Paul?
No, you can never doubt that Deana will come to us with some great stories. Not just some stories, but great stories.
Now, big weekend coming up. Lots of stuff going on. A lot of things in the news. We don't have a lot of news on the show today because we're going to spend most of the time with Deana Martin. But you got any big plans for the weekend at all?
Big plans. I think I'm going to roast some steaks tonight on the barbecue. And, of course, the big vibrato concert.
Yeah, vibrato. This the great. Are you going to that, by the way, on Sunday night?
No, I think I just
Deana
might.
Martin's
I just think I just
Los
might. I'd be a little upset if I didn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to remind you that Deana Martin performing all over the country. She's back home, and she is going to be in Southern California at Vibrato. That's Herb Alpert's Vibrato restaurant, and if you haven't been there, it's up very near where you live, Paul. As a matter of fact, you can probably walk to it up there on Mulholland Drive, and you go into this neighborhood, kind of an exclusive, wonderful neighborhood, and all of a sudden you hit this shopping center where Don Graham, the famed record promoter, hangs out, and there's like restaurants, and there's clubs, and there's an incredible pet shop there. Is it still up there?
The pet shop is closed. The pet shop.
Don't tell me that.
It's a tough space. It's a tough space.
Wait a minute. Seriously, that pet shop?
The pet shop is closed, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's a lot of great restaurants up there. And our very own Fred Dreyer lives around the area. You can drive kind of out of that shopping center and make a right, and you can see Fred scowling with a cigar in his garage over the weekends as he contemplates sports news and the world situation. So that's going to be interesting. Also coming up, we should mention LA Wine Fest is happening very soon at the end of May 30th and 31st, and that's going to be from 1 to 5 o'clock at the historic Raleigh Studios in Los Angeles at 5300 Melrose Avenue, actually in Hollywood. And we mentioned that because a lot of you around the country may want to come. There's so many great wine shows coming up, the Napa Valley Wine Auction, the first weekend of June. This one is the last weekend in May, and it's from 1 to 5 o'clock both days, on Saturday the 30th and on Sunday the 31st, again at the Raleigh Studios. And there's going to be a lot of wineries there. There's going to be food and food trucks. There's going to be exhibitors there. There's going to be a new exhibit they have this time for boutique wineries, the small little wine producers that put out around 100 to 150 cases. And there's going to be live music and a whole lot more. There's a lot of stuff happening in and around the weekends in Southern California and the rest of the country. Send them in to us if you want to. Info at crntalk.com. Info at crntalk.com. Now, the Bruce Jenner program, is there going to be any updates on that one at all? Because that is the story. I was listening to What's Trending today, and Bruce is going through some changes, I guess. He's not going to change anything sexually, but he wants to be the woman or whatever. Now, here's my question for you. Because, he was married once, and that didn't end up right. And then married a second time, didn't end up right. He was depressed. And he goes into this psychiatrist, this shrink or whatever, and she diagnoses him as maybe wanting to be a female. Do you think that causes him to do that? I mean, come on, the diagnosis from the doctor makes him go through all this stuff. Shouldn't he have maybe worked out or something, or gone swimming, or done something else before you make like a radical change?
Did I know F. Lee Bailey, but there could have been a little undue influence.
You think? I think there could be. I don't know. Maybe we'll ask our guest on the show here when she comes up here. The lovely Deana Martin is right around the corner. Don Graham, did I mention he's here direct from Mulholland Drive, where he likes to hang out at all those restaurants? John Griffith is here, one of the all-time great managers, all-around good-looking guys, too. And we share back ailments, so we'll continue straight ahead here on CRN. It's the PM Show. Thanks for joining us on this weekend edition. Stand by for some great music from Deana Martin, too. It's coming up.
What would an extra $250 a month mean to you? For some, it's a little financial breathing room. For others, it's a car payment, a home repair, or help with college tuition. Hi, I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans, and I've got some great news if you're looking to save money on your mortgage. All it takes is a simple phone call to Quicken Loans at 800-QUICKEN to see if you qualify for the government's Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. Folks who refinance with HARP can save an average of $250 a month. That's $3,000 a year. Our home loan experts fully understand the HARP guidelines, and they'll walk you through our streamlined process. And for 5 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction. And this year, for the first time, they've also ranked us highest in mortgage servicing. Call 800-QUICKEN or visit QuickenLoans.com.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Important terms and conditions apply. Call us for cost information. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states and MLS number 3030.
Penso che un sogno continuo ritorni mai più. Mi dipingevo le mani, le facce di blu. Poi d'improvviso venivo dal vento rapido e incominciavo a volare nel cielo infinito. Away from the maddening crowds, we can sing in the glow of a star that I know of, where lovers enjoy peace of mind. Let us leave the confusion and all disillusion behind. Just like birds of a feather, a rainbow together we'll find.
Gotta love this song.
Your love has given me away.
Deana Martin is our guest. Deana, welcome to the show. What an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure it is to have you with us here on the program.
Well, thank you. It's an honor for me to be back here. I love seeing you guys.
It gives us a chance to always play your great music here on the show. That, of course, Volare, a song that your dad, Dean Martin, sang and had such a smash hit on. And I'll tell you, this is the most interesting version of that song since that time because you got this huge big band arrangement going on that thing.
Yeah.
What prompted you to figure out how to do that?
First of all, you have a great producer like the handsome John Griffith.
Did we add producer to his name, by the way?
and then you contact a wonderful arranger by the name of Charlie Colello, and you talk about it and figure out how it's going to be. And it's just gorgeous.
I mean, those instruments just come cranking out at you. Your voice just melds right to it, and it's just, there's a blend there that's incredible.
Thank you very much. We work hard at it, and it's fun. And what a treat to be in those, in the studio with fabulous musicians and hear all the strings, and it's just a kick for me.
Now you've had a few albums out. Which album? Volare was on the Volare album, am I right?
Volare was on the Volare album. That was in 2009. And, Volare was actually, it won the very first song and Grammy of the Year, Song of the Year and Record of the Year in 1958 at the very first Grammys.
Come on, the very first Grammy, your dad's song, that was it?
No, it was Domenico Modugno.
Domenico Modugno, yeah. And didn't your dad have it out about the same time,
Same
though?
time, 1958,
Because I remember as a kid, because I was just a kid back in 1958, and loving radio, I would listen to, like Dick Whittinghill or Ira Cook or Johnny Grant playing these things, and they'd play them both. Both songs were on the charts at the same time on the easy listening stations.
Yes, they were.
So I would think Domenico Modugno, that was a great song. He kind of screamed and yelled it out, and it was a great tune. But your dad had that smooth Dean Martin style to it that I'm sure with them both playing together, that kind of helped the song get in. You say it was the Song of the Year?
Yes, Song and Record of the Year.
And Record of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. And so when you look back at your dad's list of all the great accomplishments, what would you say is the biggest song that he had? Well, that had to be one of them, right?
That was one of them. Of course, Memories Are Made of This.
Yeah, Sweet Sweet.
Yes, that was his first number
I
one
always
hit.
do that whenever that song is Sweet Sweet.
Well, I know. And so did Joe Mantegna last
Yeah, I remember at your concert.
Was that
That's
funny?
right.
Was that funny?
Deana's mentioning the last time she performed live in town, Joe Mantegna and a few of your friends got up there and did the background for that when you did the song.
Yes, they were Deana's Divas.
Deana's Divas.
Sweet, sweet. And Gene Simmons almost got up and did it, but then, he kind of chickened out. But, it was funny. But, when I think about Dad's songs, That's Amore.
Yeah, That's Amore,
Me.
also that, Return to Me.
Yes, so those
So
are
it's
all
hard
great.
to say even there's a top 5. There's like a top 25.
There's a top 25. Everybody Loves Somebody, knocked the Beatles out of first place in 1964.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one else could do that.
That's really good stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Tomas, you're holding something up over there. You got to pin it up there. Oh, Everybody Loves Somebody. Tomas likes to get on that thing. Yeah,
Everybody Loves Somebody.
Houston.
I was going to say Houston.
I knew you were going there, Paul.
And I think that one has a clack of a Coke bottle, if I'm not mistaken.
That's exactly
that is correct.
right. That's exactly right.
I love that.
My favorite is Little Old Wine Drinker Me because who was the great actor? Robert Mitchum did that song, and I've got a copy of it back there in that music library.
Yeah.
And it's fun to play those two together. So with all this music and this background of stuff in your family, it would be easy to say you would gravitate into this, but I think, and we've talked about this before, maybe sometimes more difficult because people see the name and, that may be easy to get the name going, but you've got to be able to produce. And you have. So what prompted you and John to get going in the music business and put these CDs out?
A very good question. No one's ever asked me that before. After my dad passed
away. That's why
away.
I'm here on the show.
I know. After my dad passed away on Christmas, mind you, 1995.
Wow. He passed away on Christmas?
On Christmas.
I remember that.
Yes, it was. And interesting, but I'll get onto that. Also, my grandmother passed away at the same time that he did on Christmas 30 years before that. Kind of bizarre. But so after Dad passed away and I started listening to his music again because I wanted to, I'd never stopped listening to it, but I was really listening to it a lot. I thought, what, we should probably do this. And John said, well, you know what? I think we definitely should do this because I wasn't singing his type of music. I wasn't.
You were
kind
of on your own thing because obviously when you start in the music business, you're going to do your own thing, right?
Yes, I started with country.
So I had, we've heard some of your country, which I love.
Yes, right. Girl of the Month Club.
Yes.
And he remembers me. And then I had a rock and roll band, the chromium-plated Streamline Baby. But
Tomas, you're always good at digging those out. You better find one of those for us. That's all I got to say in the show.
Chromium-plated Streamline Baby. We played the whiskey and, traveled all around. But there was just something about Dad's music that I wanted to sing. And I had no idea. It was in my DNA. It was there because I learned from all of these people who were at our house.
Isn't there the people were at your house? But again, you want to do your own thing. So did you shy away from it purposely at
that's
first?
Right. That was the question. And you know what? I didn't because he was so loved.
Yeah.
My dad, everybody loved Dean Martin. And it was wonderful because here I am, Deana Martin, whenever I meet anybody, to this day, any relation. So it was a good starting point for me. But in my head, I kept hearing, don't embarrass me. My dad, whatever you do, go out, do whatever it is you want to do.
So he was supportive. He said, go on, do what you want to do.
Just don't embarrass me. And so with that, we said,
and you heard that, and that's probably still in your head to this day, isn't it?
Absolutely. And so I had to go out there, and I had to be the best I possibly could. I know, no, it's true. I mean, he was so fun and fabulous, and but I needed to sing his music, and it served me well.
So that but that's a huge step for you to take because if you have a little bit of that pressure on "Don't Embarrass Me," now you got to carry on the family legacy of great music. I mean. Did it become a little bit easier to make that step into that and then say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sing this type of music. And
you know what, actually getting up and performing it, doing it live and going into
Did that help you?
Yeah, it really did. It helped me because I would
and
get
being
that.
received as we love to hear you sing. Yeah.
And going out after the show and people going, oh my God, you're fantastic. I loved your show. So things like that gives you the incentive to keep going and to reach and strive to be, get up there with all of them.
The beautiful, the talented Deana Martin is with us for the next hour here of the show. Got more music coming up and more with Deana. Michael Horn, Paul Stern is the PM Show Weekend Edition on CRN. CRN travelers, relax at the beautiful Fountain Grove Inn and Conference Center in Santa Rosa, California. Come to quality and come to luxury. Experience the newly renovated guest rooms. They're generously sized and they're decorated in the Tuscan tradition.
They have great, incredible pillow top mattresses, luxurious linens, and down-filled comforters. The Fountain Grove Inn also offers complimentary Wi-Fi and internet access. There's warm cookies and coffee every evening in the hotel lobby, and you can visit the newly remodeled Equus Restaurant and Equus Lounge with its new wine bar. It's the ideal place to relax and enjoy a glass of wine and watch our What's Cooking on Wine show on CRN with host Larry Van Alst on Wednesdays. It's the Fountain Grove Inn, Hotel, and Conference Center located in the heart of Sonoma wine country. It's easily located in Santa Rosa off the 101 Fountain Grove Parkway exit. Call 707-578-6101. That's 707-578-6101 or visit fountaingroveinns.com.
Are you worried about losing your home to foreclosure? If you've been threatened with foreclosure or received legal papers from your bank, you have approximately 30 days to respond. If you do not respond, you could lose your home. You have rights. Act now to protect your rights. You can stay in your home. Many times you can even modify your loan. The bottom line is you can get past this, but you must act right now. If you've been served by your bank and you're worried about losing your home to foreclosure, now is the time to fight back and save your home. Time is limited, so call the professionals at National Foreclosure Defense right now.
800-515-6309. 800-515-6309. 800-515-6309. 800-515-6309. That number again is 800-515-6309.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618. 618.
I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me, so deep in my heart, you're really a part of me. I've got you under my skin. I tried so not to give in. I said to myself, this affair never will go so well. But why do I try to resist when, baby, I know so well I've got you under my skin.
The incredible Deana Martin. That is Deana here in the studio with us. That's from the Volare album, right?
Yes.
I've Got You Under My Skin. Little Frank Sinatra music. Did he hang out at the house when you were a kid?
He sure did.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, was he fun.
Once again, that version, that arrangement, it's just incredible on CD, but when you perform live, you've got this incredible group of musicians that follow you as well, and it's like a big band show, and you're up there on stage doing this music as it should be done.
Thank you. Yes, we do. Well, I think it's important. And it's always a learning and growing experience. You know, getting out there in front of a live audience, live musicians right there. It's immediate. It's exciting.
Now, to go back to what we were talking about in the last segment, those of you who just joined us, Deana Martin is here. Her latest album is Destination Moon. We're going to be playing some stuff from that as well. She's going to be at Vibrato in Los Angeles coming up on Sunday night at 8 p.m. on the 3rd, on May 3rd, so you can check that out. But you mentioned that your dad encouraged you to do music when you were young, and he said, don't embarrass me. And so That gives me goosebumps because my buddy, the great William Shatner, wanted to get into acting, but he was being groomed by his dad to take over the tailoring business in Canada. He made clothes and all that, and so the father just assumed he was going to go into that business. And he says, "Dad, I want to act," and all the father said was, "Son, just don't be a hanger-oner." And so if you think about William Shatner and you think today, this guy is working all the time.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like every week he has a job. Back in television, you did the Twilight Zone one week, U.S. Steel Hour, Playhouse 90, and you always had a gig, and that was a professional actor to do all that stuff. He still does that to this day because I think when you're brought up and you have great parents and a good family, those words of whatever kind of hang with you. So I think that built your structure and built the person that you are, I think, by doing that.
It did. And also, my dad's work ethic was so incredible.
That's true, right?
He was unbelievable. When I think about, what he did in his life, from, singing when he was a young kid, and then with Jerry Lewis, they were the greatest comedy team ever, and then all of his recordings, and the nightclub acts, and the movies. He was unbelievable. He was always working. But he always taught me, he said, "Deana, always be early. Treat people the way you want to be treated." He said, "Go in there, don't make a fuss. Just go in, do your work, stand on your mark, know all your lyrics, sing from your heart, and then get out. Leave them happier when you're not happy that you're leaving. But, just don't make a mess out of things. Don't complicate things. Go in, do your work, and then leave."
So fast forward to you, and we were joking around about you and John and how much you guys travel, and that's kind of what you do. You get to the place to perform. You know your stuff. You put it together. You've really followed that work ethic.
That's exactly right. I have. It was instilled in us very early. Very early. I was 9. No, but it's important, I think. And for me, it's important work, what I'm doing. And it's for me to learn the new songs and keep going, because I will never stop. Just like when you talked about, William Shatner. I mean, this is it. This is the business we're in.
This is what you want to do.
This is what we want to do.
And you reach out and connect to people, and I think educate a lot of people that have not heard this kind of music, because to me, it's like everyday, natural, wonderful music, but there's a whole generation and more of people that just don't know about it. And so I think when you're on that stage, do you enjoy that? When you're on the stage, do you feel the connection? Do you look? I've been in the audience, and you look in people's eyes, and I'm thinking, my gosh, what's she thinking? She's looking right in my eyes when she's doing it. Do you try to make that connection with people to try to reach out to them and really reach inside of them?
Absolutely. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's connecting. My dad did that. Frank, Bobby, Darren, everybody. That's what makes it even better. It's you're right up there and you're talking to the people.
More of a one-on-one than rock acts that get a whole group that goes nuts, right? You're reaching out, and you're much more individual, I think, in this kind of music.
I am, and it doesn't matter. I could be at the symphony with, a couple thousand people there, but I still do it the same way.
It's like a personal thing. Even
Exactly.
if you're in a huge audience,
That's
it's more
exactly
of a personal
right.
touch.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like you're reaching out just to me.
How
and
does
I think
people get in my living room?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. When you were a kid, you had the kids in the living room. These are your living room is when you're doing these concerts like at Vibrato.
That's right.
All right, we're going to talk about that appearance because that is coming up. I'm nervous for you, but you seem to be very calm, cool, and collected. We'll get more for you straight ahead. Here is the PM Show. Deana Martin is with us. I'm Michael Horn, along with Paul Stern.
Many people who don't ask for money for their company or for a donation to a charity wait for some magical sign that says, now's the time. But expert Laura Fredericks believes to create that moment, you set it up.
Because hitting people out of the blue about something they're absolutely clueless about, they're going to need some education about it. Say if you want someone to invest in a new business you have, are they involved in it? Do they know you well enough? Do they know, trust, and love you? Because most people will give to people because of that trust and that bond.
Then check out if now is a good time with this question.
If and when you wanted to make a major investment with us, what would that look like? If the person says, I have no idea because I don't even know what investments you have, you have to go back. They need a little more education. They need a little more trust in you. And then lastly, if you're asking for money, obviously you have to ask for the right amount. You can't ask someone for $1 million if most of they've ever invested is $1,000.
Laura Fredericks' book is The Ask. That's Primetime Focus, brought to you by AARP. I'm Aileen Ellis.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson. Attention men who've taken Androgel or any other testosterone therapy products. Androgel or other low-T products have been linked to heart attack, stroke, pulmonary embolism, deep vein thrombosis, even death. Scientific studies indicate that the use of testosterone therapy products may double a man's risk of heart attack. If you or a loved one took Androgel or a testosterone therapy product and suffered from a heart attack, stroke, pulmonary embolism, deep vein thrombosis, or any other cardiac event, you might be entitled to financial compensation. You have rights, and you need to let us fight for your rights. And you pay no fees unless we win. So call the tort attorneys right now. 800-557-7921. 800-557-7921. That's 800-557-7921. Cases may be referred to participating law firms in your jurisdiction.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Located in the heart of Maui's premier resort, Kaanapali Beach Hotel is officially recognized as Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel and the #1 best value in Hawaii. With a range of accommodations and affordable dining options, this is the ideal setting to turn Hawaiian dreams into lifelong memories. Live Hawaiian entertainment every evening, free year-round children's programs, weekly arts and crafts fairs, welcome breakfast, and departure kukui lei ceremonies add to the value. Swim in the whale-shaped pool, indulge in the fabulous spa and hotel salon. Enjoy Hawaiian hospitality at its best at the Kaanapali Beach Hotel. Call 800-262-8450 or go to kvhmaui.com. That's kvhmaui.com. Aloha.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Welcome to Staples. How can I help you?
Hey, Staples guy. I need to promote my new business and do it on budget.
I can make that happen.
Can you print business cards?
Staples can print business cards, brochures, banners.
Pens?
Pens, magnets, luggage tags.
Calendars.
Calendars, sticky notes, lawn signs, and window decals.
What about foam fingers?
What color? Red, yellow, blue.
You had me at yellow.
Make on budget happen, make getting noticed happen. Staples, make more happen. Now at Staples, get 40% off large banners, posters, and lawn signs.
Offer valid on all large banners, posters, and lawn signs in store and online and 6/27/15. Discount applied before taxes. May not be combined with any other offer. See store staples.com/signs for details.
Hi everyone, this is Tina Marie asking you to join me this and every Sunday for Critter Radio here on CRN. Call in, talk to me about your critters, animal questions, pet tips, and more every Sunday at noon. That's Critter Radio with Tina Marie every Sunday at noon here at CRN. Get more information at crntalk.com or facebook.com/tina.m.lithgow. Critter Radio with Tina Marie, Sundays at noon Pacific Time here on CRN.
I love the East, I love the West, and North and South, they're both the best. But I'll only go there as a guest, 'cause I love being here with you. I love the sea, I love the shore, I love the rocks, but what is more, with you there there'd never be a bore, 'cause I love being here with you. Oh, singing in the shower, laughing by the hour, life is such a breezy game. Through all kinds of weather, long as we're together, I love to hear you say my name. I love good wine and fine cuisine and candlelight. I love the scene, but baby, if you know what I mean, I love being here with you.
Deana Martin is our guest. Welcome back to the PM Show Weekend Edition. I'm Michael Horn, along with Paul Stern. And Deana, that is from Destination Moon. That's your latest CD, right?
Yes, it is. And of course, my latest CD is my favorite. Up to now, there's just something about this album that's so great and it swings. And aside from the fact that we have that beautiful duet, but these arrangements, I think the song selection is great. And I couldn't be. And look at how pretty that cover is.
It's great. The back is great too, because your back is on there in the back too.
Got the back. Yes, that John designed. He designed it. And thought that up.
This is John. What is he? He has a role in your life, doesn't he? That's your husband, isn't he? He's an incredibly great guy.
24/7.
And this picture, Donnie Graham, the record promoter, gave us this. We're gonna
Isn't that
see
nice?
This is great of you and your dad. By the way, all this is up at our website. Those of you that are listening on radio and not seeing video, we do have video rolling, high definition video in the studio. Just go to crntalk.com/the PM show, or you can go to YouTube and put the date of the show in there, the 1st of May, and it should come up, or just write Deana Martin. It'll come up there for you. You can take a look at it. So you got a new album coming out of here, right?
Yes, we do. Some fabulous songs. I would love some suggestions from people, what they would like to hear. But of course,
that last song, I Love Being Here With You, that's that was done by Peggy Lee, am I right?
Yes.
So you make these songs, you show no fear. You make them your own when you put these together.
I have no fear for that. It's you can't have fear in this life. You've got to get out there and just do it.
So I mentioned, or you mentioned Summer Wind, and if that's going to be on there, I'm buying the album right out of the box.
Okay, good. Yes,
it's on there, Summer Wind?
Yes, and a beautiful arrangement, of course. These songs, and also an updated version of Strangers in the Night, a little hipper,
yes.
And let's see, Mr. Sandman.
Now, do you look at reaction from your live show sometimes to some of the songs you do and say, hey, that's going on an album?
Yes, I do.
Now, you're performing in a couple of spots. We want to make sure we get all this in because you're in Los Angeles this weekend. Tell everybody about the Sunday night appearance.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun. First of all, Vibrato, Herb Alpert's Vibrato Bar and Grill is just I think it's the grooviest place to be.
It's fabulous.
Yes, up there, where Don Graham hangs out up in Mulholland, Beverly
Don
Glen.
Graham, the record promoter. People don't know this. He's one of the best record promoters of all time.
He is.
Yeah.
And so
he once promoted a record from this young upstart named Beethoven that became Symphony number 5. I think it's number 1. Don's been around a while. He knows them all.
He's still pushing that CD.
Yeah.
And but there's the vibe there at Vibrato is amazing. I have wonderful musicians, of course. Rick Creevy he's my musical director. Chuck Berghofer on bass. We all love Chuck. Kendall Kay, he will be keeping that beat on the drums, and a wonderful sax player is Mark Vischer. Oh gosh, it's just going to be so much fun. We have some new songs.
So you're going to try new songs.
I'm going to try
So when you're traveling around, you're always trying new stuff.
Yeah.
Vibrato is the club, as you mentioned, Herb Alpert's place, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is up on Mulholland. It's going to be at 8 o'clock Sunday night. Is that right?
Yes.
How do they get tickets if they want to get tickets?
Well, they call Vibrato. I don't know the phone number right.
We'll find out.
But they have great food.
Tomas, you'll get that for us.
I got the number right here, Mike.
Paul's got it. Paul's great.
From the 310 area code, it's 474-9400.
474-9400. 310-310. That's good. And then you're going to be Mother's Day the next week up north, right?
Yes, at the Marin. It's at the Veterans Memorial Arts Center. I believe that's what it's called. And so it's going to be a fabulous Mother's Day show. And, of course, another beautiful gown. And we're going to wear a new dress a Sunday. We've got to be sparkly.
So let's talk about this in your show. You just mentioned the musicians.
Mm-hmm.
They go with you? They travel with you for the most part? Or do you get musicians in each town as you go in?
I have an East Coast band. I have a West Coast band, definitely. But
so
I always have my musical. I always have my Rick Creevy on piano.
Okay, and there's that's an expense of that. You're talking about the costuming for you.
Yes.
I mean, this show is this has a little bit of a spectacle to it as well when they see you. It's kind of smacks of those Las Vegas shows.
Yes, it does, and it's not just and the response from people has been amazing. When I go into a club or a performing arts center or the symphony, the people are always amazed at what an incredible show it is. It's not just someone up there singing some songs and saying this next one is this.
Right.
It's a show. There's humor, there's stories, it's educational, and it's fun.
But I mean, that all takes a lot of work to put it together. So you guys you and John, Deana Martin and John Griffith work really hard putting this together so that it does kind of have a storyline, because you've brought up, there's celebrities in the audience. Sometimes you point them out or you bring them up on stage. Do you do the show with kind of an outline in place, but you could go in a direction you want to go if you see something happening? Do you have fun with things once when you discover them?
Definitely. Oh, yes.
That's the fun part of doing live, right?
It is fun. Exactly. There's no tracks, so I'm not stuck with what we can do. We can just change our minds. Say, well, cut that. Let's put this in tonight. So-and-so is here. Let's do that for him tonight. So it's really fun, and it's our show. And John and I have written it, and we're the ones who do it. And when someone like you or Paul comes to the show, we can tailor it to whatever it is that you like. And I know that there's going to be fabulous people there on Sunday night, a lot of friends.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be tailor-made for vibrato.
And I think that, the fact of the matter is, I think that makes it kind of fun for you and for the audience because, when you're doing a show and you kind of do some songs, you may do it every show, different songs, other shows, tailoring it or having fun and just having something happen. It's kind of fun to watch the repartee between you and the musicians and everything. That's a fun thing to watch in the shows when you put that together. There's that real, your family living room kind of a feeling that you're there with a family when you're watching the show. Right,
and keeping the mistakes in. If something happens, that's always fun.
But that sometimes we don't see it as a mistake. We see that as fun.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. So, all right, so you're excited about this. Where are you going after the 10th? You on the road then where?
Oh, my gosh, we're back. Oh, we're going to be back here with Robert Davi. Oh, Vegas. Oh, my gosh. Vegas, the end of May.
Coming up.
And it's called Deana Martin's Big Band Swing.
Oh, no, I got to go to that one.
Okay.
We'll have to find out about that as soon as we come back. Stay with us here at the PM Show Weekend Edition. Deana Martin is with us. Michael Horn, Paul Stern on CRN.
There is something about the road that beckons, that invites us to pack up the family and leave the world behind. And there is something about an industry-leading unlimited mileage warranty on a certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz that gives us the freedom to do exactly that. You take to the highway, rack up the miles for up to 3 years, and drive with the assurance that your Mercedes-Benz is covered. You have the security of being in a car that has been certified to Mercedes-Benz standards, while you enjoy a carefree ownership experience for miles and miles. But, while the mileage is unlimited, your time to take advantage of our certified pre-owned sales event is not. Now through June 1st, you can also receive complimentary prepaid maintenance and your first 2 months payments on us on select models, plus 3 months of Sirius XM satellite radio. So hurry into your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer today and see why we say the odometer is there to record the memories.
See your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for complete details and limitations on certified pre-owned warranties.
For 20 years, you've counted on Lumber Liquidators for the quality flooring you want at the low price you deserve. So we've lowered our already low prices on some of our best hardwood floors. Why pay over $3 for laminate at big box stores? We've got solid pre-finished hardwood from just 99 cents. And gorgeous premium quality Bellawood pre-finished hardwood and bamboo for an incredible $2.49. More deals from 49 cents and 24-month special financing. For beautiful, safe, and high-quality hardwood floors for less, see the experts today. Visit LumberLiquidators.com to find a store near you.
I'm Jay Farner with some great news on how you could save an average of $3,000 per year on your mortgage. Call Quicken Loans now at 800-QUICKEN to see if you qualify for the government's Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. The HARP guidelines have changed. There's less paperwork and often no appraisal required. Call 800-QUICKEN. That's 800-QUICKEN. Or visit QuickenLoans.com.
Important terms and conditions apply. Call us for cost information. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. And MLS number 3030.
Looking back when I was small to memories when snowflakes fall with Mom and Dad, and I'm blessed for what they've given me.
I give to you,
and you give to me true love, true love. So on and on,
it will always be true love. True love.
I love that tune. I could hear that forever and ever and ever and ever. Deana Martin, welcome back. Here it's the PM Show Weekend Edition, and of course you and your incredible dad singing on this one, right?
Yes.
How did that come about?
Well, it came about with John trying to. Well, actually, let me go back a little bit more. Al Schmidt, who is the engineer over at Capitol Records. He has, I think, 22 Grammy Awards. He did Natalie Cole and Nat King Cole's Unforgettable.
Oh, okay.
All right,
yeah.
he's the one who put that together.
Right.
And we did all of our albums there, and we were talking. He says, you should be doing. He said, I'd never got to really work with your dad. He said, I've done things after he passed away. He said, but, we should do a duet. I would love to do that. So John, incredible John, found the original handwritten Nelson Riddle arrangement of True Love that my dad had recorded.
John, grab that microphone right over there. You're not going to escape from us without saying a couple of words. John Griffith.
Yeah.
Of course, the incredible husband of Deana Martin here and the producer and arranger extraordinaire. How do you think of this stuff? How do you come up with it? How did you find that? Where did you look? In the house? Where?
I found it in the basement. I went down. But it's the husband of the incredible Deana Martin.
Yes.
Oh, how nice. Yeah, so he found it, and we went in with wonderful musicians and re-recorded the whole thing, so it was...
So you find the original arrangement.
Mm-hmm. The handwritten arrangement.
The handwritten arrangement. Yeah. I'm getting goosebumps.
Yes.
You get the musicians together. Mm-hmm. You go into the studio. Where did you record this? What studio?
The music, we did it at the Hit Factory, Criteria, in Miami Beach.
So you lay the tracks down there, right?
Laid the tracks down, went to Capitol Studios, used my dad in Studio A, used my dad's mic, sat in his chair, and held the very same chart. It said Dean, that Nelson Riddle had written. And it was quite amazing and overwhelming.
Now, overwhelming.
Yeah.
You're sitting there in his chair, using the microphone, reading that chart. You've got these headsets on like we have right now.
Yes, exactly.
What thought went to your head when you heard his voice and the way that this is blended together? I'm getting tears in my eyes. What happened to you?
Well, I couldn't do it the first couple times. I could not do it. To hear that beautiful music, to hear Dad's voice.
Yeah.
And then to realize where I am.
Yeah.
And I got through it, a couple times.
Big tears. Big tears.
Big tears.
I mean, it's an incredible arrangement. You put this in your show. Will this be on the show?
Yes, it will.
This Sunday at Vibrato, and also coming up on Mother's Day.
Yes, up at the... in Marin.
In Marin County?
In Marin. Oh, yes, it's going to be so much fun. But to do it live on stage, it's really sometimes very tough. Sometimes I don't get through it.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
the video.
The video. Yes. John put together a beautiful video with a lot of the personal home movies. And, oh, gosh. And so to look at all of these photos when I'm up there trying to sing and hearing my dad's voice, it's quite something. It's very touching and moving.
Well, I'm telling you, and that is on Destination Moon. That's the number one reason right there among a billion other reasons to get this CD. Where do you get this CD? Where can you have a website we go to and get this?
Yes, DeanaMartin.com.
So DeanaMartin.com, best place to get it, but it's at stores, I'm sure.
It's at Amazon and on iTunes and stores. It's
the best music stores
fabulous.
Everywhere.
Thank John. See, I'm glad we put that microphone there.
Yeah.
Okay, and Deana, we should say, is DEANA Martin.com, MARTIN. So you put that together, and you mentioned that you're coming to Vegas soon now?
Yes,
when is
Vegas,
that happening?
The end of May, the 29th, 30th, and 31st, Deana Martin's Big Band Swing.
So what's that mean?
Oh, my gosh. We're going to start with Dig-a-Dig-a-Doo. Okay?
Just you saying that makes you want to dance right there. Dig-a-dig-a-doo.
Exactly. My godfather wrote it.
Really?
Jimmy McHugh.
Jimmy McHugh wrote Dig-a-Dig-a-Doo?
Yes, he did. And John has this whole picture in his mind with the lights going and Dig-a-Dig-a-Doo, and it's going to be at Deana Martin's Big Band Swing. And I'll come out doing Mr. Sandman and, all the great songs.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really quite an event.
That's going to be at the South Point, one of our favorite places to go in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Is it 2 nights you said you're going to be there?
3 nights.
29th, 30th, and 31st of May.
I'm
coming. Yeah. I got to get up there for that. That is going to be great.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, and you'll be on the Dennis Bono show, right?
Oh, I love Dennis. We'll do that on Thursday. Sure.
Yeah, that show going on there.
Yeah.
And now, which restaurant do you prefer to dine at when you go up there to the South Point?
Oh,
Michael's.
Gosh,
Michael's. Thank you very much. Didn't wait much time for that.
Yeah. And beautiful wine list.
They have this incredible restaurant there at the South Point Michael's, which they moved from the Barbary Coast. Is that where they did? They took the whole rotunda and with the glass and everything.
Yes,
the
the stained
glass,
beautiful.
and they got the door from there and everything. And you kind of see this door, and you're walking by, and you all of a sudden you walk into a whole different world. You're in this you get away from everything in Vegas.
Yeah, because you're listening to slot machines and people coming and going. Then all of a sudden you walk into
You hear Deana Martin too, and you sit down at your table, you relax, and there you go.
There you go.
All right, final segment coming up. Deana Martin is our guest. Again, don't forget the CD Destination Moon. It's out right now. Check it out at DeanaMartin.com.
Hi, folks. This is Larry Manette.
Oh, yeah.
And many
Wonderful.
of you out there suffer from skin problems. Well, I've been telling you for months how to solve that problem. It's called Herpanacin. It's the most unique and effective formula on the market. It cleans your skin from the inside out. It gets rid of all kinds of acne on your back, your neck, your face, so you can feel and you could look like a movie star. Herpanacin is a natural supplement. It was created by Dr. Wayne Diamond and his staff, and trust me, this really works. I've been on these supplements for over a year now and never had a problem. There is no reason in the world to wake up and be afraid to look in the mirror. You trust Larry. Just try it. Call 888-467-4200. 888-467-4200.
Trying to sell your old car? Instead, donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind. Pickup is free and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats, whether they run or not. Call right now and receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to over 50 locations. Call 1-800-785-9618. Donate your car today. That's 1-800-785-9618.
The showroom at South Point presents Deana Martin and Big Band Swing.
Now on the sidewalk, Sunday morning,
including some of her father's favorites. It's Dean Martin's daughter, Deana, featuring an 18-piece orchestra. May 29th to the 31st. Tickets at the box office. Online at SouthPointCasino.com or charged by phone. 702-797-8055. Deana Martin and Big Band Swing at the South Point.
Have you ever considered adding a home security system but thought it would be too expensive? Here's the good news. There's never been a more affordable time to help protect your home, valuables, and your loved ones. You can now get a $100 Visa card from Protect Your Home, your authorized ADT dealer, with the installation of a new ADT monitored system. Here's even better news. Your new system, worth $850, is free. You pay just a $99 installation charge and purchase monthly monitoring for less than $2 a day. Call Protect Your Home today at 1-866-669-8954. That's 1-866-669-8954. Get the peace of mind that comes with owning an ADT monitored system, plus a $100 Visa card from Protect Your Home. Call now, 1-866-669-8954. That's 1-866-669-8954. 36-month monitoring contract required. General terms and conditions apply. Visit protectyourhome.com/terms.
Welcome back here to the PM Show Weekend Edition. Thank you, Tomas, for pulling this one out. This is from the Country Archives from Country Mike at KBBQ, the Country Cooker, when he remembers me, the lovely, the talented Deana Martin. This was you.
This is me with Glenn Campbell and Hal Blaine, the Wrecking Crew. They were the ones. These were my musicians. They were the studio musicians when we did it, and Lee Hazelwood was the producer.
This is, and Lee Hazelwood, you can hear the Lee Hazelwood influence there, yeah.
Can't you?
And Glenn Campbell used to do jingles. He did the KBBQ jingle package. This is great.
Yeah.
Now, so you say you want requests for the new album that comes out.
Yes, I do.
I want some country on there.
Okay.
That's what I want. Some country on that album is good.
All right, we can do that. What is Don Graham? Does he have a funny look on his face right now that you said that?
No.
Okay.
No.
I can't see.
We just want a couple of hits on there. And I heard you and Paul kind of chatting between yourselves there in one of the breaks. You were in what were you talking about there?
Well, first of all, I've been following Deana on Facebook.
Yes.
And you can track all of her activities. And she's up to so much stuff with her husband John. They traveled all over doing the concert. They were in San Diego with the symphony, and I understand they were even in Australia.
We were in Australia.
What was that like?
Oh my gosh, that was so wild. The Australians, the Aussies, are hysterical. I mean, they are great audiences. I have to tell you, it was.
And they probably like a little country, don't they?
Oh my gosh, gosh, they loved it, and they just loved this show. But there was something about them, and of course, we had great food, which is bizarre. I mean, nice seafood and things like that.
Yeah, fresh, I would think they're Australia.
But the audience, they were great. And my opening act, he was so funny. Darren Carr, who won Australia's Got Talent, he has a dummy. You know, he's so funny. He's great. So the shows were spectacular. It was received so well, and we will go back, definitely.
That's good. So you guys are all over the world. Scott St. James, even, who comes here on this show on Friday, usually pops in. Scotty, you got anything to add to this here since you made the long trek in? I just want to make sure you get a...
Well, first of all,
listen to those pipes.
As Don Graham knows, that when I got her latest CD,
Destination Moon,
he wanted to know what I thought, and so I drove to Temecula back and forth, and I probably listened to that album about 40 times, and round trip. And I came back, and he knows, you know, I gave my choices, and of course there were a couple of them that just knocked me out.
Like True Love, right?
But the whole thing was great, and that's why I went to the show. Don Graham said, you know, you can come to the show too. I said, great, I'll be there because I love the album, and I did love it. But not only that, I got the opportunity, along with the others, for her to do it live, and I said, oh, man, it doesn't get any better than this. So I loved it. I loved it.
Wasn't that fun?
It
was so nice. And then I loved your comments after when you wrote the letter and you said that you had listened to it 8 times. You know, you were driving back and forth, and I thought, oh my gosh, he loved the album. I was so happy.
Well,
he's got an older car too, and once he puts the CD in, he can't get it out of the
player. It just
player.
took him a while.
No, I'm just kidding. No,
you have to go to the trunk and actually switch.
Gotcha.
All right, we're out of time, but let's get your website up. People want to get the CDs. Deana Martin, Destination Moon, Volare, all the good CDs. Where do they go?
DeanaMartin.com or iTunes or Amazon.
You can download them there. That's what I've done.
They can
I've downloaded
absolutely.
you from there too.
Yeah.
Deana Martin, DEANA Martin.com. Sunday night, this Sunday, you're at Vibrato. Tickets available where? Call Paul. What's the number?
The telephone number is area code 310-474-9400.
We're in County next weekend in Las Vegas on the 29th, 30th, and 31st at the South Point Hotel, right?
That's right. Big band swing.
As Don Graham would say, we're done. Deana, thank you. John, thank you. Thank you, Scotty St. James. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Tomas and Courtney Cadera, our producer. I'm Michael Horn. Have a great weekend. Go see Deana Martin.
CRN Digital Talk Radio prides itself on being the station of every situation.